Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, here we are. I think we're here. Are we here? Are you hearing me? I'm hearing you. At least I think I'm hearing you. Hi everybody. At a very pleasant good afternoon, evening, morning, wherever you may be. I'm here in the greater Los Angeles area, and I'm doing a time-honored tradition. I have not picked my bracket yet. And if you guys are anything like me, maybe you haven't picked your bracket yet either. It's never too late to pick a bracket. It really isn't ever too late to pick a bracket, I've been told. And so what we're going to do tonight, you and me together, is we're going to go through and pick my bracket. And we're going to pick the best damn bracket we can together. Because frankly, I need help. This is the 27th year that I've been doing an NCAA pool with my friends and family and the like. And yeah, it's not gone great. I'll put it that way. I think I've won once in all those years. So that's not ideal. Really, that's just not the ideal way to look at these things. So what we've decided to do instead is we will carry on, and we will do our very best to pick a bracket that makes sense and is good, and we'll see how it goes. Okay, that's you and me together, bracket picking. Let me get a little adjustments here. I'm just getting everything kind of ready and set up here so that things can go on. Got to check the audio. This is not. I learned this is a pro move. Check the audio. Yeah, you know what? It is a pro move. Let's find out. Yeah, I think it's working. That's good to know. All right, so if you're out there and you've got some bracket picks for me, a couple of things. Number one, please let me know in the chat. I am ready to get your bracket picks in with some hot chat action. So please let me know. Number two, how do you say in your country? The opportunity is there for you to pick brackets with me. And the way to do that is to scan the QR code right there. Or you can go to a handy dandy little thing. It says, thanks for watching. Just take it as a thanks for watching. But there's the little code you can use if you want to join and make some picks in my Yahoo-based, very silly. I feel like the hat is out of alignment tonight, and I don't know what to do about it. bit.ly/Colin NCAA 26 will take you right there to fill out your brackets. Last moment, we got about 10 hours left. You know what? Why not wait till the last 10 hours? Why not? And then we'll go through this together. So let me show you what my bracket looks like right now. There it is. Ladies and gentlemen, there it is. We call it the Collins 27-year streak breaker because this is the year that we're going to do it. And we're not just going to do it. We're going to do it with the assistance of one of our favorite beverages on the Colin Campbell rotating list of beverage sponsors, Crush Back to the 80s. Crush Back to the 80s. Yes, if you've ever wondered what the 80s tastes like, fire up a nice can of Crush Back to the 80s. It's desperation, coming irrelevance, all kinds of great flavors right there. Let's take just a little sip. There's a flavor trend going on right now in soft drinks. And that trend is, what if we took sweet tarts, crushed them up, and threw them into a soft drink? That's the trend. I had a couple different beverages recently that follow that trend. It's kind of a crazy trend. Yeah, it's me. But it's a good beverage. Can't lie. Oh, yeah. That's the good stuff. All right. Let's pick some teams. I'm going to show you my secret to success here. And this is maybe why this never really works the way I think it's going to. That's one of the problems with having a one win in 27 years or whatever, is that, sometimes it just doesn't work out the way you think it's going to. Maybe that might cause you to think it's time to revamp your system, Colin. Oh, no, 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 no. Frankly, no. Um, let's take a look. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. My league, if you join, is called the League of Justice, as it has been for several years. Let me get to the right tab here so I can start filling it out while you guys watch it happen. All right. Now, look, everyone wants to, pick an upset. I'm not picking an upset. I know Duke is Duke. As they say on the Jim Rome show, playing a sound clip from some coach, Duke is Duke. They're on TV more often than Leave It to Beaver. I don't know who said that, but I'm going with it. Ohio State, the Ohio State University versus TCU. I like a Horned Frog. St. John's over Northern Iowa. Yep, probably. Kansas, sure. Louisville, that's an Aunt Margie pick. Got to pick them. Michigan State over North Dakota State. UCLA, UCF. I foresee danger, but I'm going to go UCLA and UConn. Now, this is unfair here. UConn, UCLA in the second. That could be a fun little something, but I don't know. That's a UConn. And of course, Michigan State can't vote against Michigan State, even though I love Aunt Margie. I totally would pick Aunt Margie's team, but no. The Johnnies versus Kansas, going the upper seed there, and of course, Duke is Duke. Now you get into Duke, Kansas territory, and you start to think, well, maybe. Now I've noticed here already one problem with my bracket. I have the 1, 2, 3, and 4 teams moving forward. That will not be the bracket. I know that will not be the bracket. So we'll come back to the East in just a little bit. But I know that it will not end up 1, 2, 3, 4 there. Arizona, yep. I'll take Villanova. Wisconsin, Arkansas. I like Texas over BYU, bigger school. Gonzaga, sure. Missouri will handle Florida, and Purdue over Queen's University. Here, I'm gonna go let it ride on Missouri. Why not? What's the worst that could happen? I don't know. Missouri versus, I mean, the Tigers, yeah. Yeah. They're one of those teams that had they crashed at the end. But you know what? It's always that team that crashes at the end that comes back in the tournament. And then it's like, wait a minute. What happened to the crash at the end? Gonzaga will win that game. I like Wisconsin there, and I'll take Arizona there. Now we got a bracket. 1, 5, 3, 10. This is a bracket. That's a good bracket. Michigan over Howard. I'm sorry, Howard. I would love to pick you for many reasons, not the least of which familial, but Michigan will be the winner of that game. Georgia over St. Louis, sure. Texas Tech, absolutely. Bama over Hofstra, got to. Wish I could. Can I? Can I take a 13 on Hofstra? No. I don't know. I don't know. And it's all about, like 5th in Ken Palm. Come on. Who cares about this? I'm staying with Alabama. Miami of Ohio. That is a family pick. My late father attended the Miami of Ohio University. So why not? Write them. Write them all the way. Virginia, Kentucky, and Iowa State. Here, I will take Kentucky's pedigree just to see. Yeah, it's Kentucky. Yeah, I don't know. I'll take Kentucky there, just for fun. Virginia, Bama, and Michigan. I like Michigan there. Here, I would take Virginia, and I would take Michigan to beat Virginia. There. Back to the 80s. All right, coming over here. Let's make sure this is all still working. You guys are still all seeing this, right? All right. Florida, absolutely. Iowa over Clemson. That's a tough one. That's an 8-9. That could go either way. A lot of people are picking Iowa. And that is all I have to say about that. Vanderbilt, McNessie. Got to go Vandy. Nebraska, North Carolina. There's certain programs you just pick because it's the tournament. North Carolina is one of those programs. You just say, okay, North Carolina is in the tournament. They're winning. They're getting to the Sweet 16. In fact, I'll put them there right now. That's just how it happens every year. I don't know why. It just happens. Illinois over UPenn. I think we're all still a little upset at UPenn. Let's see. OT Ivy League tournament. Easy here. Well, yeah. I cannot pick UPenn to win that game. I wish I could. St. Mary's and Houston. Here, I'll take Houston. I'll take Houston over Carolina there to finally put an end to that craziness. Vandy, sure. Florida, yes. Florida. And Houston, we have an upset. Okay. All right, we're close. We're getting close. We got to come back up. Yeah, I want to re-examine some of the matchups here in the round of 64 Eastern bracket. Let's Duke, of course. Ohio State, TCU. I picked the upset, slight upset. I don't know, 60-40 personal vote. So it'd be a long shot at that come in. St. John's in Northern Iowa. Northern Iowa. Can you make a case for Northern Iowa? The lowest seed we like turning. No. They have a Campbell as their senior point guard. Okay, done. Great. Book it. Sorry, Johnnies. Yeah. California Baptist. Wow. Good job, Cal Baptist. That's awesome. Good for them. They're not beating Kansas, I don't think. Louisville, South Florida. Yeah. Michigan. Yeah. Oh, man. UCLA. This is the one I could see UCLA losing this game. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. Let's assume UCLA gets it together. Connecticut, Furman. Great. Okay, so Duke over TCU, sure. Kansas over Northern Iowa, yes. Michigan State over Louisville. I always pick Louisville one round too far. I mean, they were 11-7 in conference. Jesus. I don't know. I wish I could pick Louisville right there, but I got to keep it with Michigan State. And then here, Michigan State, Connecticut. I'll surprise you. I'll go Michigan State. And Duke, Kansas. That's Duke. And Duke beating Michigan State. And there you go. That gets Duke to the Final Four. Missing one Final Four team over here. Let's see. Arizona, Wisconsin. 14-6 in conference. Pretty good for the Badgers. They played well on the road. All right. I'll take Wisconsin there. We'll see what happens. And Gonzaga with a surprise win by Gonzaga there, advancing to the Final Four. That would be Michigan and Duke. And I'm going with Michigan. I'll do it. Hail to the victors. I will do it. 62-54. 58. That's not an invalid loser score. What? Why is that invalid? They're the loser. I picked. Oh, right. This way can't be a tie. Yeah, no, I got it. Sorry. I figured it out now. It's not a final score. It's a score next to the icon of the thing that you're talking about there. All right. Let's save this. Save bracket. You have selected Michigan to win it all. There you go. We did it. We did it, people. We picked a bracket. It was not hard. Now that's what I'm talking about. That is how long and how easy it is to pick a bracket in this game. And so that's why I want to see some bracket picking from y'all. It's not hard. It's not hard. It's very easy. In fact, very easy. Just pick them. Just pick them. Back to the 80s. Disgusting. Now, the thing that makes our bracket fun, I think, is that we import some other brackets for comparison, just to kind of keep things interesting. Now, these are exhibition brackets, not competition brackets, as David Letterman is fond of saying. Please, no wagering. But I will show you how we fill those out as well. A little behind the scenes here at the Colin Campbell Network. What? Let's take a look. Okay, and let's go over to the tab with the thing. All right, here we go. So now what we're going to do, we've picked our whole thing here. That's great. Now we're going to add, we're going to create a new bracket, I think. Where's that? Let's find that. Men's Bracket Mayhem. Add bracket to a group? No. Create new group? No. I want to make a new bracket. I think there's a thing here that lets you. I'm pretty sure it does. Used to. How to play. Let's see. Create another. That's what we want to do. Okay. We'll create a bracket. All right. And this one is going to be called Top Seeds for Comparison. Now, the idea behind this one, obviously, is that we just pick top seeds. That if you did nothing other than just pick the top seeds, this is what you'd get. Okay? So we're going to autofill with top seeds. Fill in the bracket. Boom. They've got Duke. And then we just pick a random final score like 68 to 65. Nice close game. We hit save bracket. Boom. Now, that one is in. Duke is Duke. And there's another bracket that we like to pick. We're going to create another. We're going to hit create a bracket. Okay. This one is called Barack Obama. Prez picks. We do this every year. And don't ask me why, but we actually have a custom image of the former president right there as well. So we can use that right there. Okay, save changes. Great. All right. Now, the thing we have to do next is find, let's see, find Mr. Obama's picks. He always releases a bracket. I know he does. Let's, here, let's take a look. I think if we go here, I did see Barack Obama 2026 March Madness bracket. All right. Here they are, the Obama brackets. All right. So what I'll do is I'll go through. I don't have to do this on stream with you guys. I can do this afterwards. I can go through and, man, the man is such a degenerate gambler. He also picked the first four. God bless him. You know? And I think he nailed a couple of them. Okay, so he's got Arizona winning it. I don't know. You know, the man watches a lot of college ball. Let me tell you how much college ball I watched this year. 0. Maybe 1. Maybe a game my sister was directing. I watched a little. But that's about And then, yeah, I did see some women's NCAA ball in person. Saw a great USC UCLA game over at Pauley Pavilion. That was fun. But yeah, so we'll get the Obama picks in as well. One thing we tried to do, I tried to set it up ahead of time, was they have a promotion this year with Yahoo and AI. Oh, they've got AI, ladies and gentlemen. AI is going to pick. That's great. AI is picking. Who doesn't? Oh, why not do some AI? But yeah, I couldn't, who needs that? I don't need that. Do I need Google Notebook LM to tell me how to fill in my bracket? No, I can lose on my own. That's the humanity of it, isn't it? Isn't that the humanity of it after all? Let me see if I can bring this back. Hi, everybody. Good to see you. So yeah, I don't know if I can get an AI bracket in there or something. Maybe I will. Maybe I will, and maybe I won't. And so that's what we're doing bracket wise. Now, you'll notice there is a QR code on the screen right now. If you are watching this anytime before the tournament begins, I encourage you to just click on it. Fill out your bracket real quick. Gives you rooting interest for all the games. It's really fun. You're saying to yourself, Colin, I have a question. Yes, you in the back. Is there a prize? Again, I'm not sure why everything is out of alignment tonight. I feel as though things are out of alignment. I'm not sure why. Is there a prize for doing well in your pool? And the answer is yes. Pride. You get pride. And that's more important than any money. My wife asked me tonight what were the odds that she had picked the entire bracket correctly. And just in case, should she enter it in the $25,000 best bracket Yahoo pool? Yes, absolutely. Because under my limited understanding of quantum theory, there is a universe where TV's Emily Campbell has a perfect bracket. I'm just saying. This is my limited caveman-like understanding of quantum theory and the multiverse theory as currently practiced or thought of by some extremely smart people. It's always a possibility Emily could have the perfect bracket. It'd be very odd. It would be unlikely. That's all I will say. Love the woman dearly. Unlikely her bracket. My bracket's going to be done by lunchtime tomorrow. I mean, come on. I get very excited about it. And I'm like, okay. Some years I do a lot of research. I actually do sit down, open up some spreadsheets, do some things, read some, all right, here we go. This is what the New York Times is picking. This is what the LA Times is picking. This is what this college basketball expert said. See if I can get a consensus here. See who's hurt. See who had great, conference tournaments. And I've lost 25 out of 26 times. So I'm just going with the gut this year. Just a straight gut play. And we'll see how it goes. Hey, TV's Fred Rubin is out there. Hi, Freddie. What's going on? Fred says, great to see you. Well, you know what, bud? It's great to see you, too. I see you through the magic box. It's good to see you, Fred. Thank you for your comment and joining. I hope you'll, if you have a Yahoo account, that's the only thing you need. Doesn't everybody have a garbage Yahoo account? Doesn't everybody have like an account they just keep around from Yahoo just because, when we signed up, it was 1998 and we thought maybe this was a thing. And you just hold on to it for stuff like that. Well, I held on to it for stuff like this. They used to do an Oscar game as well. And I used to have a very busy spring of Yahoo Oscar Pick'em and Yahoo NCAA Pick'em. But I think they got rid of the Oscar one about 15 years ago. Maybe 20. So those are Obama's picks here. I'll go back to mine if you don't mind. Let's see. And here we go. There they are. So these are my picks. As you can see, my final four: Duke, Houston, Gonzaga, and Michigan. And I've got Michigan winning it all. Oh, did that show up or not? Let's see. Nope. Stand by. Let's try one more time. Da, 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 da. Da, da. This time? Let's see. Did it work? Did it work? Ah, yes, it did. Okay, great. Yep. Yep. Oh my goodness. Stand by. We'll get there. We'll get there. Don't worry, people. Which one is it? Is it this one? I believe it's this one. No, it's not this one. Stand by. Stand by. It's this one. There we go. My apologies. Michigan, Duke, Houston, Gonzaga, Michigan, with Michigan taking Duke in the title game there in Indianapolis. And we'll see how it goes. I mean, look, there's worse ways to pick, I think, right? What else is going on out there while you guys are busily, filling out your brackets? I saw we had some people join for you, the Instagram, Eric and Casey. Thank you so much for stopping by and getting some last second bracketology happening. How about that World Baseball Classic? That was pretty fun, huh? I could not have been happier with the results. Well, I could have been. I really wanted Dominican Republic to win. This was the unity team that brought my best friend Frank and I together, because finally the fan of Manny Machado and Fernando Tatis could befriend the fan of Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And we could find common ground. And we did. We established a détente, a baseball détente, if you will. And frankly, I know you. I think you will. And it was really fun. And they were, of course, unbelievably fun to watch play. They had a great time. It was a party, 2-week party. Puerto Rico, total party in Puerto Rico. So much fun. Venezuela, unbelievable, really fun. The freaking Italian team, that was incredible. And I know we say like, oh, the Italian team, the people with Italian heritage, I suppose, because I don't know what the percentage was of people who were actually born in Italy on that team, but I'm guessing it was pretty low. Pretty low. Yeah. So, and this brings to mind the question, or brought to me and many other people the question, now what's happening for the Olympics in a couple years? The Olympics are in the summer. They're right here in LA. Are they going to stop baseball and have a quick tournament? And what kind of tournament will it be? Because it is a tournament that is spread out from teams all over the world, but not necessarily teams from places that play a lot of baseball. So I guess the way the Olympics works, obviously they want it to be a global event, so all kinds of different regions participate, but that has meant that in the Western region here, USA is automatically in because of hosting. I think Venezuela just clinched a spot. There's a couple of other automatic, for people who've already clinched things, but some very good teams are going to get shut out of the Olympics, and it's not going to be fun. It's not going to be World Baseball Classic fun. It's going to be like, ugh, this is dumb. And meanwhile, teams that don't deserve necessarily to play in a sensible tournament to determine the best team of baseball players in the world, through no fault of their own, no shade intended at growing or developing baseball programs. It's just, the best teams or the best players on most of the best teams tend to come from a limited set of areas that do not necessarily align with Olympic priorities. And so we'll take what we can get. But if, it was a little disappointing to kind of hear that we're going to get kind of like a World Baseball Classic light for the Olympics. Shouldn't the Olympics be like the big deal? Shouldn't it be like the biggest deal? Then you get into all kinds of Olympic political problems like, oh, well, every time you add a baseball team, you're adding 30 athletes. And so we can't just keep adding, there's infrastructure, concerns and housing concerns and security concerns. And I keep going back and forth between being really excited about the Olympics and really dreading it. I don't know what's going to happen here in LA. I'll be very interested to see how we pull off the World Cup this year. It's a good practice. Kind of see, do people still want to come here? A very real question that you probably didn't think you'd ever have to ask. I don't know. And what will it be like in 2.5 years from now? Who knows? So anyhow, those are my quick baseball thoughts. And then as the season begins, see, again, it's just something is out of alignment. It's I'll get this fixed by the time the regular season begins. Maybe it's I don't know. My regular monitor right in front of me is not quite working at this exact moment, so that's why I have to keep looking over at my computer monitor to see what the framing is like. I apologize. Very unprofessional. Try to get that fixed for the regular baseball season. We'll have some opening day streams, I'm sure, and some Dodger coverage as we are wont to do. And frankly, to be honest, keep an eye out. You might want to like and subscribe. Click that bell because, we got some fancy toys here that we want to start using. I'm looking at you, fancy video switcher, and some really interesting, opportunities to just kind of get out there and say some things about things that are going on. It's a tough time in America. It really is. And I think it's important for us to continue to have conversations about tough issues, not in a tough way, though. We have to face plainly what is happening, describe things clearly. It's very often a challenge for the media. And so it's up to us to say what we are seeing and to report it and to hold on to those truths. And, do what we can by, bearing witness to what is being done in our name by our government, which a lot of times is not great stuff, no matter what side of the aisle you're on. So that'll be a little preview of some content that's coming your way soon on these very channels. A reminder, you can hear us on YouTube, LinkedIn. I think we're also on Facebook, Twitch. I think that's most of them. Instagram, as we mentioned, got some Instagram, and maybe TikTok. I never know. Like TikTok lets me stream every now and again. And then it's like, no, you can't stream anymore. Okay, fine, I won't. And then like 20 days later, they're like, okay, you can stream again. So we'll see. All right. That's all I got for tonight. Let me finish up the Obama bracket, get everything all buttoned up there. I want to thank you for joining us, Fred, Casey, Eric, all of you who were a part of tonight's stream. Very much appreciated. And good luck to everybody in the March Madness. We'll try to maybe pop on, at the end of the weekend and see how the bracket is doing. Let's see. Note to self, see if I can book a Catholic priest to give last rites to my bracket. Probably Tuesday or Thursday evening, I'm guessing. I'll be ready for, a little sayonara. All right. That's it for tonight. Thank you again so much, guys, for joining. Really appreciate it. Click on the QR code, like and subscribe, bit.ly/ColinNCAA26 if you'd like to join, and we will see you next time. Good night.